Hi, everybody. Welcome to Trapland. My name is Azurites. This is my channel. I am doing a live stream today about an ancestor known as Money Magiic. This is something very exciting for me. I have been keeping Money Magiic's story to myself for some months now. And you see how I'm smiling talking about him. I'm just so excited to talk about him. And his story is quite tragic. He was assassinated, and they have not gotten justice for his assassination. I'm hoping that this video does create some type of traction and energy to get justice for him in whichever way he feels is deemed necessary to get justice for him. Money Magiic, if I'm not mistaken, was 25 or 26. He was not 30 years old yet. He was under 30 years old when he passed away. He is from California, and he was a rapper here in Las Vegas. And I'm gonna play a little bit of his music. Money Magiic was someone that I didn't know personally when he was alive. I met Money Magiic, and that's really why I'm making this video, to talk about how me and Money Magiic met. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an expert to tell you this man's whole life story, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But I do know enough about him to speak on the fact that he was a very talented person, and he was being oppressed majorly in the music industry. And he opened up for artists such as Jeezy and Lil Wayne before he died. He died not long after his interaction with these people. He's done performances at Dre's, if I'm not mistaken, or I know he was at Dre's a lot. And yeah, where I met him at in spirit, it's a very wealthy area. So he actually got a song called Black China. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna light this sage, and y'all gonna hear me say Magic, because that's what I call him. His nickname for me is Magic. He was so fine, y'all. I'm sorry, I gotta say that. This was a fine man, y'all. No cap. He had some long, beautiful locks. Like, he was a beautiful man. Okay. Whether he was a good man or not, y'all seen some of his tweets. Some of his tweets wasn't that great. But he was a beautiful man, okay? Period. They can't cap on Magic and say he was ugly, because Magic was not ugly. That was a fine man. And I'm not even into men like that. Okay, so Magic, I'm gonna turn this down some more, because they don't really hear me. Alright, y'all. So me and Magic met when I was going through being homeless. Okay. I had just moved out of the place I was staying at with roommates, and my roommates were predators. Like, I think one of my roommates was a pimp, or all of my roommates were pimps, and they were trying to groom me, and I had to get the hell up out of there. So I ended up staying in a hotel for 2 days on the strip. I was staying on the strip for 2 days, and some spirit attacked me, and I was vomiting on the strip, like like literally, like something felt like it attacked me. And he turned the music off. It's okay. So yeah, I was on the strip. Something attacked me, and my stomach started hurting, and I like started blacking out, and I started vomiting. And I went back to my room on the strip, and I was like, "What am I gonna do? I need to be able to stay somewhere for the next few weeks, and I don't have that much money. So, what am I going to do?" And I had just lost my job. Someone had just tried to kidnap me on the strip in Vegas. I was going through a lot when I met Magic. Okay. I was going through a lot. I was doing a ritual to send negativity back to people that had sought me harm, and to manifest housing, foundational housing that I actually wanted. So, long story short, I looked on Airbnb, and I found this condo, and I thought it was too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had known then what I knew now, I probably would have booked it for a whole month, but I booked it for 2 weeks. Y'all, Magic had me, first of all, I had a candle for Archangel Michael. The Airbnb's host name was Michael. I'm not making this up, y'all. No cap. Okay. Um, I had a woman who prayed over my candle to help me get housing, and she was Hispanic, and she spoke only Spanish. And she told me that Archangel Michael was going to protect me and help me. Okay. So I got to go to this Airbnb. I got Airbnb for 2 weeks. And I spent less than $300 to stay at an Airbnb for 2 weeks. Okay, in a condo, a gated 24-hour security condominium in Las Vegas. Okay, I'm not making this up. So when I got to the condo or whatever, I was walking around burning some incense, kind of like how I am now. Like, but I was actually burning like an actual. I don't know what incense was I burning. Wasn't I burning that Santa Muerte? I had a Santa Muerte. What's that man's name? It's a patron saint that protects drug dealers and kingpins. Don't judge me off. Okay. It's a trap star saint. I was burning the incense for him, and I was burning incense for Santa Muerte, and I was walking around the neighborhood that Magic used to live in. And I was like, somebody died here. And I don't know who this person is or how they died, but I could just feel like something happened here. I feel it. But it was really good at covering it up because it was a lot of like, luxury cars and money. So it was hard for probably a normal person to feel that someone died there. But I could feel the tragedy here. Okay. Because I've studied these things. It felt like the energy of like when my best friend was killed in a home invasion. And that was very similar. He died, and not necessarily in a home invasion, but it was something very similar to a home invasion. It's how Magic died. And so I went to go sit in front of the building, y'all, that he died in. I didn't know. Something told me to go sit over there. And normally when I hear spirits, the sound is not like real loud or whatever. It's normally like kind of quiet. Y'all, I heard Magic's voice loud and clear to the point it startled me. His voice startled me. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is this? What's happening?" And I went back into the room I was staying in at the condo. And I went on my phone and I started Googling and I found him and I found his music. And I was like, that was him. Oh my fucking gosh. His voice was so loud and clear. Like, and he was not afraid to talk to me. Like, he knew I could hear him. Y'all. Then he was like hanging outside the apartment, the condo, like, because he knew he couldn't come inside because I had to give him permission and stuff. A lot of stuff happened. But I'm saying all this to say, like, I know I'm a psychic medium, but this was taking my psychic mediumship to another level. And so I can't remember if I had some bud or if I went and got some more bud, but I smoked with him and I smoked and listened to his music. And I did that almost the whole time I stayed there for the 2 weeks I stayed there. And he just started to glow. And like now he's like this huge angel now. And he's so powerful and pretty, well, handsome. And the last time I went to go see him, was when the Jack Career Cup happened in December. And somebody gave me this pre-roll and I went to take it to him. And he looked at me with his long dreads and his long locks. And he shook his head and said, "That's all they gave you after all the shit we've been through? That's all they gave you?" I was like, "Magic." He was like, "I'm not mad with you. That's all they gave you." He was like, "No." He was like, "No." And so I was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to just roll it up." He was like, "Okay." So he got me to get some Russian cream backwoods and I rolled up. I don't remember what I was smoking at the time. Doesn't matter. But I put some of my own bud in there and I put the little crumbs. It was crumbs, y'all, from the Jack Herrera Cup. And then I ended up finding out that the Jack Herrera Cup isn't even ran by Jack Herrera's family, and Jack Herrera was mad about the shit. So I think, well, no, that's probably why Jack Herrera and Magic got me doing this today. So Jack Herrera followed me to go see Magic and to like basically tell Magic all the dumb shit they've been doing in the cannabis industry. So now Jack Herrera and Magic are like friends in the spirit world. So like, well, I already know my best friend and Magic are like besties now. And because that's how Magic ended up meeting me, was through my best friend that passed away. And then now Jack Herrera and Magic are now friends too. So it's like they got their own little like man coven. They got their own cannabis man coven in the ancestor world. It's so wild. But yeah, so like I said, Magic, I'm not saying Magic was perfect. Magic has told me there's things he did that he's not proud of. But he said that he has a lot of respect for me from what I've been doing. And he says that a lot of spirits in the spirit world that are like trap stars or deceased trap stars or that were rappers and stuff that died in an inhumane way that aren't going to try to seek me harm. He said a lot of them pray that my ancestors allow them to be able to engage with me because believe it or not, Trapland is super famous in the spirit world. Like they said, I don't even understand how famous Trapland is in the spirit world. Like the trap stars and the ancestors love Trapland in the spirit world. And it's wild because I've had other readers say this. They're like, you're so powerful, and what you're doing with Trapland is so monumentally powerful that there's spirits that are like waiting to meet you, to work with you. Like, it's like a wait list. Okay. You have to be somebody special to work with me with Trapland. There's so many ancestors that want to work with us, but they can't. I can't work with everybody. So, but yeah, so Magic told me he was going to help me get my own place. And he helped me get my own apartment, and he's been helping me do a lot of stuff, and he's one of my main security guards at my apartment, like one of my ancestors that protect my apartment. Like he don't play, him and whoever else ancestors that walk with him, they be protecting my house. So he ain't the only one, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go on too much about Magic. I'm gonna put his stuff in the bottom, his information in the bottom, like so you can find his Instagram and stuff like that. And I hope one day maybe his son finds this video because that's what Magic wants. Magic wants me to look out for his son and to help his son, you know, make peace when he's old enough with what happened to him and teach him how to communicate with him like how I do. And I don't mind doing that. I don't know how or when, I might meet Magic's son, or if not, at least Magic's son will have this video so he can know that somebody out here, besides his mommy or whatever, knew who his dad was because the media has tried to erase Magic. They've really tried to erase Money Magic. Somebody even took his name and created a whole brand off of it. It's really bad on how they did him. They tried to wipe him off the face of the planet. Very similar how they try to do me, except it's like worse. Like trying to find stuff about Money Magic is so hard. It's insane. But for right now, he's okay with it being like that. But he wanted me to make this video now so his energy can be anchored into the realms in which these people that saw him harm are making money off of his assassination. So he doesn't want me to talk about him for too long. Um, I'm going to pull some cards just to give you an idea of what kind of energy Magic has and or things that can help regarding Money Magic. Oh, okay. So he wanted me to pull cards based on the day that he last did a show with Jeezy and Lil Wayne. Um, this is the nitty gritty part. He wants me to get into that energy because he said there's a lot of rappers that have died doing shows for these rappers. Not just Jeezy and Lil Wayne, but y'all, we don't know it when we don't go to their shows, but it's a lot of rappers and singers and dancers and entertainers that open up shows for these rappers and they die. This is what Magic said to me. So he wants me to pull some cards. Oh, so the first card that came out was the Eight of Hearts. The stone associated with it is barite. Barite, my understanding, is very similar to aquamarine. It's a very cooling water type energy. Reminds me of like Love on the Beach, things like that. Yemaya energy, Yemaya vibes, setting and Taurus vibes. This gives me like these indigenous vibes. Magic has a very strong indigenous spirit about him. I'm not sure if his family are like indigenous Native Americans of California, which they probably are. But he's legit native of the Bay Area. It's wild to me because you know a lot of people in the cannabis industry associate the Bay Area with burner from cookies, but Magic made it very clear to me, and this is all alleged, that Burner definitely did not support him or anybody else from the Bay Area being able to get into the cannabis space. And he's very similar to another celebrity, which I won't name right now because I still have to work on my energy to get my enough power and strength to make sure this person can't seek me harm. But they don't want nobody that can outshine them. And it's very odd to me that Lil Wayne just started his, I'm not gonna say it's odd, but I just want to connect some dots for you. Lil Wayne just opened up his cannabis line at Planet 13, which is who I have on my shirt. And then Burner, um, hey, Burner has his cookies dispensary at the end of Las Vegas Boulevard. So those are just some things that Money Magic, like I said, I call him Magic for short, wanted me to talk about regarding that. And I'm going to show you these cards again, just in case you want to write them down and use this energy to learn more about who Magic was and how you can help with his case and, you know, start asking more questions because they don't have nothing. This man was murdered in broad daylight in a secured living facility and nobody has any answers on what happened to him. It's insane, y'all. It's absolutely insane for these people to be able to get away with this type of stuff. Like, where are we safe as influencers if we have secure living facilities and we're not even safe there? You know what I'm saying? The last card I'm pulling from my playing card deck is Sandstone, Two of Clubs. We were just talking about the people that assassinated him. They are very clear. Those that did see, they said I believe they said they got away in a red SUV, but I have to check to see again. Like I said, it's just wild to me that his assassination is very similar to my best friends. Like the SUV, people running away on foot, them not knowing all the people that are involved. I don't believe anybody got arrested for his case from last I've seen about it. And it's hard to even find any information because like I said, they basically wiped this man off the internet. You have to go through hoops just to find him when you Google him. Okay? It's insane to me. Okay? Really insane to me. And it's really bizarre to me. And a lot of these people that he opened up shows for, these people's careers, I mean, Tunchi, Wayne, you know, Weezy always on had a career. But Jeezy's career has blown up since this happened. And he passed away in 2016 or 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right. So again, I'm gonna show you these cards. These are the cards that I pulled for Magic. You have the Eight of Hearts, the Ace of Spades, and the Two of Clubs. And I'll show them again towards the end. I'm gonna pull some astrology cards to see what placements. And I'll put the date in the description below. This date that I got this date off of Money Magic's Instagram page. I pray that they don't try to delete his page because, like I said, they've already tried to delete everything about this man, and I don't want them to delete this man's Instagram. Like that's like the last thing he has for people to even know that he even existed. They're trying to make this man not even exist. Like the only people that would have known that he was existed is the people that you know are related to him. And that's not fair considering how big of a fan base that man actually had and has to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people out here that are like big time strippers, dancers, performers, entertainers, rappers, producers that were close friends. There's this one chick, I ain't gonna say her name, but it's just another thing to me is strange is that she's a big DJ out here, and I believe she's around people that I know not only might have been associated with Money Magic's assassination, but these people have been associated and have been affiliated with my best friend's assassination and seeking me harm. And she over here breaking bread and always doing business with these people. And allegedly, I believe she might be being human trafficked, and she be working with the dispensaries and stuff. It's some weird stuff going on with this whole thing with Magic. Magic has opened my eyes up to so many things, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it because I know it's real sticky and people are not gonna be happy about this video. But it's time. It's time for me to speak up, and it's time for somebody to vouch on this man's behalf of what happened to him, and making sure that his legacy don't die, and making sure that his family members and loved ones are taken care of. Okay, so we got the solar eclipse card. There is a lunar eclipse coming up at the end of this month on the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's a partial lunar eclipse. It might have been or partial solar eclipse, but this eclipse is referring to that in conjunction to a lunar eclipse that happened in December. Because I've already done readings that's regarding the shade room. So you're going to see more information coming out either about Money Magic, or you're going to see more information coming out about people that were rappers, that up and coming rappers that have been passing away. Because I know I'm not the only person that's noticing that a lot of up and coming rappers, and I have quite a few ancestors that were up and coming rappers or just kind of getting their foot in the door in the industry, and they were murdered, aggressively murdered. Okay. I just said it, lunar eclipse. So both of these cards came out. The lunar eclipse, and wow, I didn't even pull it, flip it over here. The lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse card, both. These are powerful cards, y'all. Powerful energy. Money Magic's energies, his name is Money Magic. Like, he is a powerful, powerful, powerful ancestor. And that's probably why they wanted to try to do his energy like that. But little do they know, Money Magic is not a weak person in the spiritual world at all. Even when he was done the way he was done, he is not a weak person in the spirit world at all. So, all right, I would like to get more clarification on June 13, 2016 in regards to the Panther Arena in which Money Magic was doing an opening show for Lil Wayne and Jeezy. Please give me some clarifying cards for the cards that we pulled previously. I would like to get clarification on the energies regarding Money Magic and opening up act for Lil Wayne, Jeezy at the Panther Arena. Series came up. So I'm not going to pull this chart just because of the energy being a lot, and I already have a lot of things that I've been doing for him, and he doesn't want me to. But whoever decides to look into this some further, look into the chart series, the asteroid series. When you pull this chart up, I'm doing this for roughly around 4:20 p.m. in Las Vegas. So you can put 4:20 p.m. into the astrology chart with the June 13th. 2016, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put that in the description bar below so you can look it up. Okay. We're gonna do 2 more cards. Okay, 2 more astrology cards to gain information. And if anyone wants to look into this more deeply, I would say look into forensic astrology. Learn what forensic astrology is. Pay attention to certain asteroid placements, not more so the planets, but look up the asteroid placements. I've looked up his chart once before, and the energy was just so much. He wanted me to leave it alone for now because it was too similar to my energy regarding trauma I've been through. I'm a survivor of homicide. I'm a survivor of human trafficking and kidnapping. And so Magic understands what I've been through, and he doesn't want me to hurt myself trying to help him. If anything, he's trying to make sure that I'm safe and that I'm safe to protect myself and to protect his other loved ones, because he considered me one of his loved ones now. So, okay. These are the last 2 cards. They both came out at the same time. You have the first quarter moon, which is a very, very powerful symbol. And then you have the 4th house. I'm going to tell you briefly what the 4th house is pertaining to. I want to pull one more card just because I'm being asked to, in Pluto. All right. Okay, so the 4th house is pertaining to home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, and femininity. All right, so Money Magic, like I said, he's spoken to me about his son and his children, making sure that his children are okay and that they're going to be able to learn how to help themselves and to learn the truth about what happened to him later on, make sure that this doesn't happen to them. I think one of his biggest fears is for what happened to him happening to his son. He doesn't want history to repeat itself. And so I'm doing what I can to help on my side. I do believe his son is going to see this video one day. I don't know when, but, when you see this video, just know I'm here to help you if I can, and I'm going to support you the best way I can to get the justice that you deserve for your father. Okay. And I pray that your mom is treating you, or whoever's taking care of you is treating you the way they should be treating you. Okay. All right. So that is all for me today, y'all. I'm gonna show you. He said to look into Pluto on the chart. Look at the fourth house on the chart. Look and see when the first quarter moon is regarding that day, as well as when his assassination was, if you remember. Look up the series. As I'm making this video, there's going to be a partial solar eclipse or lunar eclipse that is in conjunct to the lunar eclipse. I believe it's this lunar eclipse that happened. It's an eclipse that happened on December 4th, 2021. That is going to be in conjunct to an eclipse, a partial eclipse that's going to happen on April 30th. There's a lot of energy from the industry, the music industry. A lot of people's skeletons have been coming out of their closet. That is definitely Plutonic energy, Pluto energy. So this is the perfect time for justice to take place for Money Magic and for other individuals like him that have been wrongfully assassinated as sacrifices for the music and entertainment industry. My name is Azurite. Thank you for tuning in and watching my video on my channel. I will be doing more videos in the near future about Money Magic, as well as other ancestors that are loving and supporting of Trapland. Y'all be safe out here and know that I'm always protected. Peace.